Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Last time I found out that it's, hold on one second, sorry about this. Pause and... Sorry about that, I just needed to go quickly do something. Anyways, God damn it, no. You still need to be on charge for the moment because I finished unpacking my shit a couple hours ago. Anyways, I said we were going to start off with Naoto. So yeah, apparently these guys don't have save file. Maybe they do once the fights start off. But for now, we're just going by chapters, apparently. In a PD something room, I didn't really see that. The clock's ticking echoes through the room. I look up from the file I hold. It seems I yearned for some mental stimulation to distract me from the sheer force of sheer volume of information I'm attempting to process. But when I look up, all that's before me are the tallest stacks of files I brought in from the reference room. Even when I cooperated with the investigation as a detective, I'd only been in this room a few times. They must have ushered me into the drawing room on the highest floor of the investigation today in order to send a message: don't draw attention to yourself. I lower my hat to rest my eyes and spend some time thinking back on the conversation I had a short while ago.
I see. In other words, nothing suspicious is apparent in
Correct. There are no factors that would necessitate detouring Mitsuru Kirijo or the shadow operatives which she leads.
The man holding my report falls silent, pondering something. His reaction shows that he most likely foresaw what sort of report I'd hand in. The well-dressed man before me belongs to the National Police Agency Security Bureau Security Planning Division, or in brief form, the Public Safety Police. It was he who requested that undercover investigation into Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives.
Mitsuru Kirijo seemed to have some idea who stole her cargo, yes?
She did indeed. To begin with, the culprit knew the contents of the cargo which even Miss Kirijo herself did not fully understand. It follows that the culprit in this case was someone with intimate knowledge of the Kirijo group's dark secrets. How Mitsuru Kirijo deals with this culprit will surely shed more light upon her true motives.
Half of that is true and half of it is soft history. I need to discover the trump card that public safety is hiding. For most likely, that trump card will lead us to the culprit of this case, the one who stole Labris and threw her into the TV world. After a moment of silence, the man places a stack of thick folders before me. If he prepared this in advance, it means he was weighing his options. He knows of my intentions, yet he must have made the decision that they stand to gain is worth the risk.
Report to us again when you find out more.
With that, the man leaves the room. It seems my gamble paid off.
Whether I find out more or not, it's certain that something will happen.
Labris's kidnapper hasn't been caught and the case is ongoing, even now there may be development somewhere. My friends on the investigation team must be having a strategy meeting at the food court around now. Though it's been a while since any of us has seen you, Senpai, so that the conversation may have already digressed. I sigh. I forced aside the twinge of loneliness and dropped my gaze to the file that my gamble won.
The Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory. An organization specializing in research upon shadows.
What I demanded of public safety was an investigation document on the Kirijo Group Research Institute, which no longer exists. The founder of the institute was Mitsuru-san's grandfather, and I'm going to try and pronounce his first name, Kirijo. The contents of the folder or report were filled with the matters that were hard to believe. The Dark Hour, a different world populated by shadows that seemed to intrude on the real world. Basically, Persona 3. the mysterious, almost alien artifacts known as plums of dusk that can induce a personality. Don't know where that came from, actually. Humanoid robots called anti-shadow suppression weapons that were developed to oppose shadows. Artificial persona users who gained their powers with special drugs, which was Strega. Had I not seen Igus-san and Labrys with my own two eyes, the supernatural contents of the file would seem ludicrously implausible.
A flood of shadows and the manifestation of personas. There are many similarities to what we experienced. The chief difference is that their catastrophe was artificially induced in the name of research.
I sense an unwavering commitment to duty for Mitsuru-san and her team. Though they, like us, are persona users, the horrors in this file must be why I detected a very different type of resolve from them.
I hesitate to look into such matters without their consent, but I doubt they would volunteer much.
From what I can deduce, based on this, the culprit in Labrys' case is without doubt related to Kirijo and Irigo research. The clue that leads to the truth has to be here. And if by chance something were to happen to Mitsuru-san and her people, we would need to know more about our common enemy.
Shuji Ikutsuki took the position of chairman at Gekkokan High after Ergo Research was disbanded.
Oh, that fucking asshole.
Mitsuru-san went there. Deceased in 2009. Cause of death: falling from the school's observatory. Was it suicide? No listed
Good
family.
prick. There is no other information in regards to him in this document I gained from public safety. The simplicity of the section is in regards to this Shuji Ikutsuki, a obvious important person, oddly left an impression on me. He's a fucking asshole. You don't need to know about him. Was that it? Oh no, to be too continued. I'm guessing that's one of the parts of this chapter. I finished reading over the material, but to be honest, it tells me little. Most of the principals involved are already deceased, including don't know how to pronounce his name, Kirijo, Shuji Ikutsuki, and the persona users whose abilities were artificially awakened. Still, I do learn something. The culprit's objective in Labrys' case had similarities to the purpose of Irigo's research: to deliberately gather shadows in order to fuse them together. If that was the objective, wouldn't the TV world have been wouldn't the TV world have been an ideal place for a test run?
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more.
When I open my cell phone to share my findings, scant through they may be, I notice that the hour is late. It's almost the next day.
It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
Oh, yeah. That word rained gives me a pause. During the incident with Labrys, the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. If her case is truly ongoing, does that mean it could come on tonight? A bad feeling crosses my mind.
A call at this hour? From an unknown number. Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto,
Labrys.
right?
That voice.
Really?
Is that you, Labrys? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Missing?
What do you mean on their way to Inaba? They were already in Inaba.
So we were gonna go look for them, but these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
The Shadow Operatives research lab was attacked. Could it be the enemy? No, that's not it. This is most likely.
Labrys, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
Public safety assholes. Just as I thought public safety, I have my suspicions, but there can be no stake. Though the Kirijo group and public safety are formally in cooperation, public safety privately has a low opinion of the Shadow Operatives. Hence their request that I perform an undercover investigation. They must have found out about Mitsuru-san's disappearance and used it as an opportunity to launch a compulsory investigation. But Mr. Sen's disappearance, could it really be related to public safety's move? Labris said a moment ago that Mitsuru Sen and her people were headed to Inaba. Why? While I think carefully sorting through this new information, I asked Labris for more details.
I understand. What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around.
Really?
But then I found out the shadow operatives got these special folks who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood.
Oh, so that's Junpei and the other. I mean,
I'm
who?
sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks.
Labris, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
A weird shadow reading?
When an abnormal shadow reading is detected in Iba and Mitsuru-san and her people go missing when they head out to investigate. Even if this is unrelated to public safety matter, I can't overlook this detail. Mitsuru-san and her people are the persona users and extremely skilled ones at that. If they are in a situation that with no means of contacting help, when whatever enemy they face must be formidable. And the first such enemy who comes to mind is the culprit who kidnapped Labris and forced us to fight in the P1 Grand Prix. There we go.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Nothing springs to mind. Oh, sorry, hold on a moment.
I checked the clock on the wall in the drawing room. It's almost midnight. If there was a normal shadow reading, the midnight channel could be involved. I need to find a room with a TV.
I'm sorry, but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
A personal helicopter and a maid piloting it. I never thought of my family as poor, but thinking back to that limousine and the Kirigis clan seemed to be a completely different level. That's fucking hilarious.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
What the fuck? As I continue to talk while walking down the hallway, all the lights suddenly turn off. Though it is midnight, this is a police station. There should be several officers still stationed here even at this hour. However, in defiance of these facts, an unnatural stillness pervades the air.
A blackout?
No, not a blackout. No, that's not it. The roaring helicopter roars on the other end of the line have also fallen silent.
Labris?
My cell phone has gone dead as if the batteries were drained. I try a few things, but it won't even turn on. Have all the electronics here stopped working so suddenly? I open a nearby door to get a better look at the environment. The empty room is hazily lit by an eerie red glowing coming from the window. Walking to get a clear view, I gasp at the sight outside. An obvious pall has fallen upon this quiet rural town.
Red fog?
Tartarus! I don't know what that is. Seeing the town enveloped in fog, I can't help but remember last year's case. With this foreboding feeling that the situation has taken a turn for the worse, I quickly leave the strangely empty Inaba station. To be continued? Really? That was a lot shorter than fucking... Oh, that other one was the beginning. Okay. Oh, apparently you have to... Okay, you have to get all the chapters done. Alright, well, I suppose that's where I'm going to leave off this time. And next time, we're going to be doing Risei's story. So, this has been the first Fox sign off, and I will see you guys next time. Hasta.